So let's go to content live. Yeah, so we're allowed to stream. I don't know why YouTube went down. YouTube went down. Mute fucking Rumble. My voice sucks in the middle of the day. I should start doing shows every morning when it's low. All right. Oh, chat isn't chat's the fucking show won't let me chat. Great. Well, they'll hopefully find it. I don't know why it went down. We did drop in KBS just at the end there, but that was not YouTube's fault. Or not when YouTube was up, I should say. Let's do live chat. It sucks. Great. So now we've got that. Thank you so much. Richard Head, you might be right. Because guess what I was just talking about? I'm here, Crutch. It's good to see you, actual steel toe wearer. Yeah. We were doing a story about groups of people that were targeting other groups of people, and I was making off-color jokes. And suddenly YouTube's stream just dropped. Because it didn't affect either. I didn't have a notification. I didn't have a problem from YouTube or from Twitch or Rumble. The KBS might have dipped for a bit, but I couldn't trace that anywhere. I wonder if it was because of the story I was talking about. Because it was about how the community was upset with two, we can say this one, Muslims communities that posted recruiting videos featuring, and I was not reporting on the story. I was sharing the story and the report with, and people have been saying the algorithm's been getting, oh, dude, I wonder if that was enough. That is crazy. That is crazy. Oh my God. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it was. Brian from the Sign saying YouTube's new AI moderators are really trigger happy. Yeah. I can't think of anything else that because we didn't have the problem anywhere else. Well, I guess I'm not going to do anything about that story now. Let's go ahead and ditch it. We talked about the investigation into Walz. I've got one more Minnesota story, and before we get to it, we'll show this. This is literally happening in Canada. A pastor did not agree with a tranny story hour happening at a library, and for religious reasons protested it. He was court-ordered to apologize, and this is how far the pastor's taken it. Court-ordered to apologize, refuses... The feelings, please? Refuses to apologize.
Yeah, need the feelings, please?
No, just the regular, please.
Oh, okay.
So you're under arrest for your breach of CSO. Can you come inside with us, please?
You're right here.
Okay. Sounds good. Are you able to drop that for me or pass it off to one of your friends?
Can I finish it? Oh, yeah, you can finish it, yeah. You know why you're arresting this man for? He refused to apologize for his religious beliefs. Are you aware of that?
I am not aware of
He's protecting your children and your grandchildren.
Modern day Nazis.
Do you guys understand how absurd this is? This is so sad.
I don't care what he thinks he's protecting with his beliefs. The fact that they ordered him to apologize and he refused. He stuck to his guns. He protested a thing. He didn't apologize for protesting it. Did he do anything mean? Did he hurt anybody? No. But because he won't apologize, you're arresting him. This is possibly the most Canadian thing I've ever heard. Well, he won't apologize. We got to take him in, eh?
If you guys really understood what you're doing, you probably wouldn't be doing it.
That's where people have a big, like, misinformation gap. These people don't want to understand what they're doing. They're just going to follow their orders. That's in their best interest. And thank you, Daisy Media, for this. I'd say, I'm sorry you're retarded, and I can't handle words. That would be my apology. But again, he's a Canadian pastor, so I feel like that's probably not. He protested it, and he just won't apologize for his protest because he believes in the reason he protested it. I'm always grateful to be reminded there are some freedoms this would never happen in the U.S., at least not yet. But I don't know, maybe we're getting close to that. Look at those pussy ass. Wow. Dear Lord, Wild Saffron.
This is not a prideful thing to do. A shameful. Yeah.
Why did we bring the 1-year-old to the thing to seriously? This is where the pastor and his family and all these people can go. Why do you have your little infant child who doesn't understand what's happening? Sounds like somebody stepped on him. Dude, seriously, have the kid at home. They don't need to be part of this. What the actual F?
It's okay, buddy.
It's okay, buddy. It's just so important that mommy stand here and film it, that you have to have this traumatizing thing happen while you watch mommy get irate and your poor little infant mind can't process at all what's happening.
Canada, 21st century right now.
Geez, are enough of you filming it? Oh, I don't think we have enough of you guys with your fucking camera phones out, you useless effing lemmings. Nothing enrages me more than a cop who is a... Wow.
I know.
I'm getting tired of this video because you... how about you stop filming? Your kid demands more attention. Somebody else will be recording it. Don't worry. The likes and clicks will go to somebody else, but somebody else will get the rest of this frickin' journey. I don't understand your need to bend the knee or go to jail. And he went to jail. And to be clear, I'm all for him. Hey, he went to jail. He didn't bend the knee. He didn't apologize. Good for him. More power to him. But this whole frickin' citizens on patrol, we've all got our phones out thing is starting to annoy me.
I know, it's okay.
Especially when this dumb lady has a kid that clearly needs her attention far more than you recording this does. Because again, dumbass in front of you has her phone out. Idiot in front of that person has their phone out. Everybody's recording it. You're not adding to this. You're not striking any new ground, Toots.
I know, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. You're a horrible mother, woman. You're a horrible mother. Your child's crying. This guy's recording. That guy's recording. She's recording. Everybody else in front of you is recording. How about you put down the camera and take care of the kid? This is legit pissing me off.
It's okay.
I hate that mother. I hate that mother so bad. Your recording this does nothing. The guy committed technically a crime, stupid though it may be, technically committed a crime. Standing for his principles, he's getting arrested. You guys all have to record your 5 cents. Dear Lord. It's just every single person had their stupid little phone. I gotta get it. I got it. And you're one arm holding your kid. I know. I'm sorry, honey, but I gotta record. I gotta get my moment. Fuck. Either be a mom or don't. Jesus. I don't know why that pissed me off so much. I'm sorry. That really got to me. If nobody else was there recording it, I could have let it slide. But it's the fact that every other idiot who didn't bring their infant child had their phone out that made me go, yeah, you don't need to get this. Brian, kids have no place at protest. And it wasn't even a protest. It was him lawfully surrendering himself to the police because he broke a law. I don't agree with the law. I don't agree with him being punished for breaking it, but he was doing his bit. I'm sure it's only like a day or two in jail for refusing to apologize. How unless is Canada that bad? Like, will they hold you indefinitely? How long do they hold you for refusing to apologize? Where does that rank on the scale? The truth about the professionals left digger. Oh, dude, I'm on live chat like a dumbass. Live chat like a dumbass. No, I was supposed to be on live chat, not top chat. Live chat. Live chat's the right one, you idiot. But then why is my chat not updated? All right, there we go. Truth about the professionals left digger. What did Digger say about? Meh, thanks to COVID and the lockdowns, there aren't any good people left in the police, medicine, the courts, the military. Everyone left. Oh, well. Yep, the just following orders bunch are all that is left. Yeah, the just following orders bunch, and that's the thing. Like, people like, oh, if you knew what you were doing. No, they're following orders, so they know what they're doing. They're arresting a guy for refusing to apologize. And that's the other thing too. All this filming, it's got a lot of heat. I'm pretty sure they knew that was coming down the pipe. I don't think they gave much of either way. I don't know if that's their person, if they support or don't support the arrest, but I'll tell you what, they're going to cuff them, they're going to book them, doesn't matter whether they support it or not personally. They're not acting on their personal benefits, they're acting on their orders because that's what determines whether or not they get their paycheck. And at the end of the day, they need their money. And then afterwards, it was about the apology letter, it went to the deaf. Yeah, it's, again, arrested for not apologizing. So weird. Let's go to something a little bit more lighthearted. We got 2.5 hours of a show. We're going to try and go as long as we can. We got one more story in the pipe. We got a local story, a Minnesota story. One that I hope ends with all of the dogs okay. We have a freaking video showing a trailer full of sled dogs overturning on the highway. This is how...
start with a scare.
Dear Lord. Volume's up high on this one. Oh, it is. Yeah. Wish I could get these sources to all have, like, unified audio levels. All right.
Moment caught on camera as a trailer hauling sled dogs overturned on an icy interstate.
Yeah, watch this. You can see the driver lose control on a bridge on 394 in Minnetonka on Saturday morning. The trailer tips and slides, spilling several dogs onto the highway. WCCO's John Lauritsen shares how human teamwork helped them all dodge danger.
So wait a minute. The dogs spilled on the highway. Thank the Lord none of them were hurt. Look at those little puppers. Look at those cute little puppers.
Run Adventures is anything but silent on a Monday morning.
I'd have apologized for effing their mother. That would be a great apology letter, balls deep. Just apologize for effing their mother. They're just paid to be the revenue pirates that they are. Everything are fine. Everything's a ticket. Damn, neighbor, I popped out in the house clothes to grab a package. She saw me and started taking. Oh, it was freezing. It was like 35 out. Oh. You mean talking? How much floor dry does it take to clean up a spilled dog? Apparently a lot.
But seeing his huskies vocal and playful has owner Jack Christopher feeling a sense of relief, especially after what happened on Saturday.
The back end came loose on me and corrected. Pretty soon the trailer was moving and...
Jack and his wife Chris had 9 of their dogs in a trailer and were driving to an event in Excelsior. Traffic cameras caught the moment they hit a slick patch on 494. As Jack tried to regain control, his trailer basically split in half on the freeway.
Next thing I knew, I looked in my side view mirror and I could see plywood. I thought plywood, and it was the bottom of my trailer. Mostly I was worried about the dogs.
Though they were scared, 8 of the dogs were unharmed. But a husky named Haas got loose.
That Haas, he's the one that was running down the freeway.
It was a worst-case scenario, but Chris eventually caught up with Haas, while a state trooper, Minnetonka police, and fire and other drivers kept them out of more danger. One by one and in different vehicles, the Huskies were taken to a veterinarian in
Book 'em, Dano.
Excelsior.
Oh, look at them puppies. Look at those puppers. Learn to hook a hitch up, Imholt. I don't think it was Imholt. That didn't look like Aaron. You need to correct my typos as you read my chats. I try. But I'm tarded. He's high as fuck. Who, me? I mean, no. I had a good hoot earlier. I wouldn't say high as fuck. Definitely more on the come down now, especially time has passed. I've had some water. I want one. I'm sad again. I'm sorry.
Dog named Rebel even got a ride in the back of a squad car. All of the dogs involved in the accident appear to be okay, but they'll have to be monitored.
Why are you in Monticello? Are they in Monticello? I'm remarkably close to Monticello. How pettable are those dogs? I have a daughter that loves petting puppies.
Throughout the week to make sure they don't have internal bleeding. The trailer is totaled, but it likely won't be long before the Huskies are back to doing what they do best.
It all happened so quick.
Thank you, Phil Halls, for the cheese sticker.
From everywhere has been wonderful. The dogs are okay. That's most important.
He's barking at the cheese
In
sticker.
Monticello, John Lordson.
Who's that cute puppy?
WCCO News.
Who's that cute
Jack
puppy?
credits.
Yeah, I don't care who he credits. They locked up Rebel. They both are high. Who? Those guys? I don't know about that. The dogs might be. Dogs might be on painkillers. They have to make sure they don't have internal bleeding. That's always worrisome. Holy Lord, that must have been crazy for them. Just the whole trailer goes sideways, thing splits, boom. Rusty Grammar and everyone. Oh, what are we talking about, Canada? Micro penis Royal Unmounted Police. Oh. I didn't know that's what that stood for. Didn't know that. Okay. Was he supposed to leave his toddler in a crib with an iPad? Who are we talking about? The lady who brought the kid? With the toddler in the crib? No, I'm saying don't go to the protest. What does her presence approve of? And that wasn't the pastor's kid that I know of. And if it is the pastor's kid and you're the pastor's wife, again, put away the phone, focus on the kid. I feel like I was very clear about that. Mom, put away the phone, focus on the kid. Don't bring your children to these things. Dogs love some cheese. They do. They do. Puppers love cheese. Puppers love food scraps in general. Some cats like cheese. I don't think Al is as much a cheese cat as he is a meat cat. He's more like, give him a meat. That's what he wants. He wants the meat, not the cheese when that happens. This is the one that ended. Yep, that's the one that ended. That's the thing we don't need. Okay, so we can skip through that. Matthew Quall, I heard more good news about Alberta independence today, and I believe in the power of money. Al will steal meat right off of your sandwich. I mean, yeah, if you let him, you got to stay on that, or he will. He is a dick. He is a furry little a-hole. But he's my a-hole. I've had him for 20 years. I love him, even when he infuriates the hell out of me. We got a bunch of weirder stuff. We're going to try and be a little more lighthearted for the rest of the day. Not quite as much serious stuff. We might have a few things that you guys really like to talk about, and we'll talk about longer than others. But everything from bad breath and how to get rid of it to... Oh, I suppose that one's pretty serious. We might want to do that. I begrudgingly cover world records on this show. And I've always said, like, I respect a world record that you risk your life to get. So I don't know where this one technically fits. But Canada has set a new world record for number of people euthanized Hooray 2024. So will they be will the Guinness World Records be submitting an award to the country of Canada for most people whacked? I'm just curious. Is that going to be a thing? Are we going Jesus Christ. Every single person who died under Canada's MAID program died by euthanasia in 2023. There were fewer than 5 instances. Fewer than 5 instances in 2023. Fewer than 5. 1 year later, 76,475. What, did you have people waiting in line? I mean, you must have. Dear Lord. Dumb sumbitch. Don't drive on the lake with a pickup truck. Ice too thin. Damn, people are stupid. He was driving on the highway, though. He was driving on the highway. No more butthole ice. It was black ice. Alcat is a Arby's cat. He has the meats. Oh, he's an Arby's cat in general. He knows when I get Arby's, and he wants... I usually actually, like, this is where I'm a horrible person. I get a bigger sandwich than I'm going to eat because I have a portion of the shaved Arby's meat that I have dedicated. And it's not just him. It's all the cats. The cats love Arby's roast beef. Like, Arby's roast beef brings the kitties around. If I start handing out Arby's roast beef, the other ones know subliminally somehow that Arby's roast beef is getting handed out. Not just if I have it. If I have it and I give it to one cat, other cats appear. Like they somehow telepathically smell the roast beef going into the mouths of the other cats, and they show up to get theirs. It's fucking weird. There's no sounds. There's no yowling. There's no nothing. I open the sandwich, I give the cat some roast beef, and all of a sudden other cats come running in. Like they found out, oh, it's on. It's weird. Maybe it's because there's no sound. I guess if he were yowling, they'd know he's not getting anything. The minute he shuts up, they're like, oh, he got a treat, and they're in. No, a car went through the lake on the way home. Only 4 inches. Advice, I wouldn't even drive a four-wheeler on it right now. Don't go on the lakes, man. Don't drive on the lakes. You been retarded? Don't drive on the lakes. Why are you horrible for giving cats a treat of Arby's? Because I don't think the Arby's roast beef is healthy for him. I mean, I do it because he loves it, but it's not good for him. I love smoking weed all the time. If I indulged every time I wanted to, that wouldn't be good for me. I love drinking all the time. If I indulged every time I wanted to, that wouldn't be good for me. They're apex predators. Yeah, they're apex predators. They can smell when other ones are eating. It's crazy. Roast beef isn't going to hurt them. No, it's not the roast beef. It's the Arby's roast beef. I don't know. That stuff's like super processed and shit. Is it loaded with oils and fats? What, are they going to get fat? They're going to get fat? Brian, I'm going to drink tonight. Well, you're going to need to, sir. You are in a uncomfortable situation. I would like to, but I'm not going to. I don't even have any booze, but I am not going to engage in alcohol. Henny. Yeah, dude, you drinking Henny? You hitting the Henny? I'd understand. One for your homie. I get it. It's tough times. All right, so yes, Canada, congratulations, Digger, if you missed it. You guys set a world record for number of people euthanized in 2024. That is 75% of the people in 2024 cited loss of independence, a significant increase from 2023 when 52% died citing loss of independence. Yeah, but there's a significant amount of people, like way more. 48.5 of those cited being a perceived burden on a family, friends, or caregivers. So literally, we're just offing depressed people. Oh my God. It's just so many people. Good Lord. Huh. Whatever is in Arby's has to be better than cat food. I don't know, man. I've seen and smelled the cat food that he gets. I've seen the meat, like, looks pretty damn subsistent. I don't know. Depressed white people. A lot of them. Mr. Q, I'm at work wishing I was home. Yeah, Mr. Q beat you to it. He's got them Coors Banquet beers apparently a-flowing. So I hope you all have. We've got 2 hours left in the program. I'm going to try and keep going. We've got our second hour stories to go through. So that was just one of them. So we'll be doing all of this lovely stuff. I am really sore, and using my core and my diaphragm to talk all the time isn't helping. So we might bail early because my legs are twitching and spazzing pretty hard on here. Wait a minute. What? Breaking news, FBI director. What? Oh. Somebody, tune into my stream, breaking news. Yeah, it's not breaking news. You're just giving the news. Okay. Cat food on my toast may not be that bad. Look, I don't know if it's a weird, like unless I'm in a survival situation where there is like no other food sources available, I don't know that I go to eating cat food, but only wet food. Couldn't do the dry food thing. I never understood dry food for cats. Cats don't seem like dry food machines. World War II, I think, still holds the record because juice and whatnot. Record for... Oh. That's slightly different for the fact that those people didn't volunteer. I don't think that counts as euthanization quite the same. I think that's murder more so. Largely because the people that received the treatment did not want it. So I would view that more as murder. Walz is crying that people keep calling him an artard. Ooh, if you have a clip about it, send it in. I would love to see Walz poo-pooing people calling him a moron. Well, I'm sorry, buddy. Either you're a crook or a moron. One of the two. Possibly both, but definitely one of the two. You were either in on it and you were getting some money, or you're too dumb to stop it. Or you did it for your political views. Again, doesn't matter why you did it. You're either willfully dumb or unintentionally dumb to allow that to happen. All right. Thank you, Scruffy D25. Let's check this out. Is it an actual video clip or a all right, it's a video clip. This dumbass.
This creates danger. And I'll tell you what, in my time on this, I'd never seen this before. People driving by my house and using the R word in front of people. This is shameful. And I have yet to see an elected official, a Republican elected official, say, you're right, that's shameful.
Oh, screw you. You guys called the Republican officials threats to society to the point that people shot at them. Oh, boy, you got called an R word. I've got bad news for you. If you've allowed this much money to get stolen from the taxpayers of your state, along with the actual budget and deficit to go from a surplus that it was at to the deficit that it's projected to be, you either did this willingly and maliciously, or you're an R word, or a mix of the two.
Should not say it. So look, I'm worried. We know how these things go. They start with taunts, they turn to violence. So
yeah, you know how these things go. You kept taunting people and it turned to violence. Like reprobate? No, they called him a tard. They called him what he is, which is a moron. Tim Walz has been found out, weighed, measured, discovered retarded, And they're calling him an idiot because, again, he turned a blind eye to billions and billions in fraud because, at the very least, he wanted to keep a voting block.
Deeply concerned.
No, I don't think so. If you've seen his daughter, you'd know that he's completely whipped. If you saw him running for vice president in that ad he did with his daughter, he does not beat his kids. I would never say that.
Creates danger. And I'll tell you what, in my time on this, I'd never seen this before. People driving by my house and using the R word.
I've never seen this before. Yeah, because you haven't gotten this much attention about it before. Because before, the reason why people weren't driving by your house and calling you the R word is because before they didn't know that you were literally punishing whistleblowers and their families. Because before, they weren't aware that you were willingly silencing anyone bringing to an attention this stuff happening. That's why they may have been nicer before. They didn't know you were involved. Lexi saying, I'd love to see him take an IQ test to prove the claim false. Until then, he's an R word. I kind of land with that.
In front of people. This is...
All right. And, oh boy, howdy, Johnny. What did I miss? So the government is investigating Tim Walz and the state district attorney, Keith Ellison. And they're looking into what they knew about this fraud and when and what, if anything, they did about it. And now he's complaining, Tim Walz. We just had a video, thankfully, to Scruffy D, who linked it. Thank you very much. We just played a video of Tim Walz is apparently complaining that people are driving by his house shouting the R word. I don't know if that's actually happening. Firstly, I don't think that's actually happening. Secondly, I mean, I want to say they're wrong, but I look at your record. Like, I'm not judging you based on my own personal opinions of you, which are incredibly low. I'm judging you based solely on the budget you squandered, the surplus you completely squandered and gave nothing back to the people, and the rampant fraud that the state literally came down on whistleblowers. You guys kind of really screwed the pooch. That's a tarded thing to do, sir. You are tarded. Which R word? Retarded. The retarded word. They called him retarded. Probably because, in my opinion, he's acting pretty retarded. 200 years ago, he'd be tarred and feathered. Asphalted and feathered. No, he'd be tarred and feathered. He'd be tarded and feathered. Tim Walz likes to eat corn the long way, rectally. Dear Lord, Mr. Q. No, Johnny, it's happening. I drove by twice yesterday and shouted it. No, dude, it's really happening. I know. I was doing it. Oh, that's funny. Thank you for that, Freak 59. I love it. I'm going down again tonight to yell the R word again. I don't know that I'd admit that on this show. I don't think Tim Walz is aware of my existence, but if he is, now he knows. He had a press conference to whine about being called something provable. He's setting his own trap. Evidence he's at least mildly retarded. Look, and a lot of these people are driving by my house calling me retarded. I'm like, I don't need you to tell me that. I'm already aware. Wouldn't it be cool if he leaned into it? It's very, very insensitive. You know, they're calling me retarded, and I don't like that because it's the doctors used to call me retarded when they had me take the test, and they said, "We're sorry, your son's retarded." And I've never liked that, and I don't like it. It's bad memories. So it starts with calling me retarded, and it ends with having me take tests about trying to make the shapes fit in the holes. The shapes don't fit in the holes. Arch Magnus Tim with $10 for the folks shouting the R word at Walz. Well, thank you for that. We appreciate that. So now that's 4 here, 5 there. That puts Tuesday down to $15. Crazy. crazy. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. That puts Tuesday down to $50. 15, not 50. Retard. $15. I'm retarded. I actually am. I have paperwork. So I get to use the word with freedom. The ink blots reveal retarded. Oh. All right, Tim. What do you see in this ink blot? That looks like a deer. I'm like, really? What are you, retarded? I just like the idea of Tim Walz finding out he's retarded. We need to start making AI memes of Tim Walz finding out he's retarded. Like, we're sorry, Mr. Walz, but the tests have come back positive. You're retarded. Tim likes turtles. I mean, we should have known when he claimed he was at Tiananmen Square. I mean, I see, but that's where I put that in a different category. I put that in the same category as I do about him lying about his military service record and lying about various other things he's supposedly done or not done. Like, I just put that as him lying. Walz looks like a meat crayon character. That is an interesting description. I can't say I disagree, though I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that. I will say he does look remarkably like log of like water pressure cooked turkey. Because like you can get things that like turkey loaf where it's like it's a giant thing of turkey, and what it is they took all the meat off the bird, ground it into like a mush, packed it into a mold, like pressure cooked it in that mold, and then what you get is like a log of turkey with no bones. That's what a lot of people slice up for your turkey sandwich meat. That's what Tim Walz looks like to me. Water product turkey. Now that I thought about that, I'll never eat water product turkey again. Christmas tree farm. Oh, yeah, we got the Christmas tree farm thing. But that's the last story. Where else were we? Oh, we've got other fun stuff. Yeah, that's right. We're going to kind of keep it a little bit more lighthearted for the rest of the program if we can. Just it's a lot. Like, I get upset. This is the state I live in. The rampant amount of fraud. And there's so many programs that so many people use that have had to worry about whether or not they have funding with government shutdowns, changes in politics, whatever. And all of this is literally just exacerbated by rampant fraud. And to find out that it comes back to one community pisses me off, because if I were to say such a thing, people regard me as racist. They regard me as a bigot. And it's like, no, it's nearly 100% one community. So that's where I get. Walz is retarded. John McCain with a lower American body count. I don't know about that. John McCain was a warmonger. When do we count his kills as stopping? Tim needs to buy a MyPillow. Oh, dude. How about water chestnuts, Johnny? I don't think that's the same thing. And Tim doesn't look anything like them. Because it'll show their clear corruption. Massachusetts is no better. 71% voted last year for an audit, and both the governor and the DEI AG refused because it'll show their clear corruption. Well, again, if the federal government comes in and audits, they don't have to force the local government to do anything, but they can say, look, because of these problems, we're holding federal funding until these people are no longer in charge. And then guess who gets ousted and we do a special election? Ooh, yippity-doo-dah. Because every state is going to want that federal funding. I want the feds to come and arrest them all, says Scruffy. Here's where if they're committing fraud, if they knowingly, and we know they have, but if they knowingly, yeah, arrest them. Arrest them. Put them in jail. But like I said, that's if they've committed a crime. I don't think we'll find them actually guilty of committing a crime. The most we'll have is they've committed the crime of ignorance and inaction, and we won't be able to prosecute that. So, yeah, they'll go free. But hey, guys, let's watch a seal gallop into a bartender's place. How's that sound? How about something a little easier, something a little less serious, a little less heated? Hi at Government of Canada. The governor is already crying about lack of SNAP. Yeah, it's going to be a problem. I don't think they will, Archmagnus Tim. I don't think they will. I don't think they'll get arrested, and I don't think they'd resist arrest if they got arrested. That's all I'm going to say. I don't think it'll go that way. So let's do something a little bit more lighthearted. A restaurant apparently was assaulted by a seal.
Yeah, so we were sitting there at the pub, serving customers, setting up Christmas decorations, and a baby seal just walked in the front door by itself. I think everyone...
There used to be a great time I was in your pub. You stared at me. I can't fucking do seal. He's too high pitched.
Friendly establishment, and then I did a double take, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's a seal! What's going on?" So it was pretty crazy. From there, the seal wandered around through the bar. In the video, you can see someone throwing their jersey. We're kind of trying to usher the seal out because it came in the front door. He was trying to push him out the back door, so he wasn't inside. But he ended up hiding in our bathroom.
He hid in the bathroom. Oh, that's adorable. You know, there was a raccoon in the bathroom. Yeah, the raccoon in the bathroom story. I was going to all my news sources. I found that story. I talked about it. And now everybody and their mother's like, dude, there was a raccoon in the bathroom. There was a raccoon in the bathroom. That story really went viral. I feel like I got it first. God damn it. So now we've gone from raccoon in the bathroom to seal pup in the bathroom.
A little while. Yeah, so we had a weekly special on.
He looks like they look like they're so pettibly soft. The raccoon is now being used as an advertisement now for that store. That is awesome. Cute little water puppy, says Lexi Vaughn. Yeah, it's a cute little water puppy.
Because everyone was begging for it.
He's trying to get into the toilet bowl because he senses water.
And it was salmon on the pizza. So when we were trying to get the seal into the crate, I just went to my fiance and said, grab the salmon, we'll put it in there. And then kind of help the seal come out. Yeah. Yeah, I think we've just enjoyed the feedback and how much the community has loved it. I think everyone's coming in. There's been the running joke that we've got the seal of approval.
Well, more like the seal. Does the salmon have the seal? I gotta say this. Your seal doesn't seem very interested in your salmon.
All these different things that it's come back in for the salmon pizza, and even the seal's heard and it showed up. It just keeps going round and around and around. And I think it's just so funny that it decided to come to a pub, and it's a craft beer pub as well. So it's, just walked on in.
How
obviously wanting a drink.
Where's the body of water he came from?
The case begins with a routine.
I don't want to know. I don't know what this is. I'm not going into some random story without being warned. I was talking about a seal who went into an incredibly gay pub. If I ever own a nightclub, I'm going to name it Baby Seal. The seal is potty trained. The seal was feeling shitty. I made my joke before they showed he went into the bathroom. For fuck's sake, I'm funny. Which one? The seal is potty trained, or which was yours, Brian? Get him a whiskey and the bathroom key. He knew where it was going. You are good. You are remarkably good. Holy crap, that's the local time. Today's flying by. I did not expect that. Thank you so much, because I have not been feeling well today. And so for the show to just kind of kick into first gear and kick ass and take names, I'm grateful. Thank you so much for being here and for helping out with all of that. Sounds like the start of a joke. So a seal walks into a bar. Yeah, this seal walked into a bar. He ran into the bathroom and refused to leave until he was given free salmon. Honestly, the seal knew how to game the system. That bar thinks that they got a win out of that. Seal was eating pretty good, and nobody gave him a tab. So he's probably going to come back with his friends. Honestly, though, I have a question of where was the body of water the seal came from? I don't know. Most seals don't just walk around on land. They kind of, hang out near water. Too many questions. Oh, I don't want to cover the David investigation. I'm covering a really stupid. So this is a rip and read. We'll go to this one before we do anything else. Apparently, Did you guys know that you can use garlic in place of mouthwash? Oh, dude. The Journal of Herbal Medicine says that garlic, apparently, mouthwash containing higher concentrations of garlic extract can perform on par with chlorhexidine in reducing microbial activity. Yeah, but then you have the breath of garlic. Gargling with garlic is just as good at reducing your bad breath bacteria as any of your favorite mouthwashes. Oh, dear Lord. It's a meta-review, so no actual research was done. So a bunch of wackadoos just pulled a bunch of stories claiming garlic gets rid of bad breath. But then nobody thought that you have garlic breath. How many of you were involved in this? How many researchers that collected these 384 articles testing garlic's effectiveness? A lot of those studies were in vitro, meaning they weren't even in live people. Overall, garlic was as good as chlorhexidine, but not the most rigorous science drawing that conclusion. Yeah, and then again, it's garlic. So what the hell are you going to do? Yeah, it might get rid of your bad breath, but now you have garlic breath. Arch Magnus, I could see garlic being used to treat gum issues, but not for breath. Right? It's going to make your breath worse. Yeah, you won't have any bacteria in there, but you're going to have garlic breath for a while. Matthew Q, remember when you just used to use baking soda to brush your teeth? Damn, I'm old. No, I don't, because that's never been a thing for me. I have always used toothpaste. Is the salmon smoked? Sounds like some party-sized bagel. Nope. It was, I guess, pieces of salmon on a pizza. They gave him pizza salmon. Franklin is smarter than Tim Walz. Yeah, I suppose so. X to doubt. Yeah, everybody's doubting. For a certain host, we know garlic breath would be better than onion breath. Yeah, probably right now. Yeah, good luck getting him to brush with garlic. I don't think, like, he's already got onion coming out of him. Garlic actually might improve that, though. Like, as a compare with the onion. I don't know. I'll say this. Ever since he did that, I've never been more grateful that I do remoting right now. Like, that would be horrible for a work environment to have to be in. Ugh. And it'll be around the area. It'll be in the microphone. Like, that smell isn't going to go away. It's going to be there for a while. Cheese, mazel tov. Why are we cheesing? I like spring onions. I like Maui sweet Hawaiian onions. Or sweet Maui onions. What are they called? Sweet Maui onions. Anyways, a study. We have a study. We're going to do some science stuff. Oh, wait. Before we do that, we should check in with, how do you guys like your DoorDash food delivered? Please tell me there's a video of this after the ad. I'm waiting for this stupid ad to clear. Old liver and onions. I've never had liver and onions. I don't know that I'd want to eat liver and onions, but it depends entirely on the texture, and I could probably make it based on that, but it depends. Leek is great. It's part onion, chive, and celery in one. That actually sounds pretty awesome. I like my DoorDash without someone breaking in to video me naked. I don't think anyone did that in this story. The DoorDash story I have coming up is about some... Oh, yep. This is just fucking today's top headlines. The DoorDash story I have is this guy, a DoorDash driver in Florida. According to the camera here, let's go over to this. He was bringing them an order of, like, chicken wings, and one fell out, and he put it in the box, and then he licked his fingers. Why are there stills of this? This sounds like there was an actual video that I could pull this off of. Oh, there is a video. Thank God. You just put it all the way down here. Yeah. All right. So he licked his finger clean. I think the grosser part is that he just put it back in there like that, but I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Where's the news story? The lady was appalled. I want the lady being appalled. Who did she report this to? You guys normally put those links in here. News 4 WJAX or WJXT. Fuck it. I'm not that interested in finding it. That's not so bad. Yeah, that's not so bad. He did follow the 5-second rule. Yeah, dude, your patio looks pretty clean. Tarina Brown is upset over the DoorDash delivery. Honestly, again, we watched it. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Did you notice? Well, it's Saffron asking the very obvious question. What did you expect? It's DoorDash. Right? It's DoorDash. At what point does it become your problem for expecting DoorDash to just be above and beyond? These guys are doing the best they can. He made the best out of a bad situation. I can't wait to shave. So, thank God tomorrow is happening. Because this shit is so annoying. I had an ingrown hair that happened because of all the crap we did. And I cut it and just... Saints, you're saying, remember, folks, we have the 5-second rule. I mean, the 5-second rule, yes. But then again, how clean are his hands? That's another question we have to ask. He even cleaned the spot on the porch. He didn't even charge for the cleanup. Yeah, he rubbed his foot on the spot so you wouldn't realize that one of them chicken wings got loose. Pab at Fargo saying they won't bring me stuff in the country. Thank God. Yeah, I live in town, so DoorDash is a thing. But most of the DoorDash orders that I've gotten have been the product is sealed. So you'd know if it opened. That I will say that's awfully crappy of their container to bust open like that. But he did drop it on the floor. So what are you gonna do? Ultimately, though, out of your whole order, you got a couple of pizzas and some wings, and one of them was maybe a little sidewalk tainted. Fuck off. It's not that bad. That's not that bad. And it wasn't like he did it on purpose. It was just an accident. One package got stuck in the bag. Arch Magnus Tim, chicken carbonara. That's not bad. Hello, No Pen 15 Fathead. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you, No Pen. My freaking nose is driving me nuts. It's not the microphone. It's the goddamn mustache. I can't wait till I get to shave tomorrow. Regardless of what happens, if I have to shave strips of my face on the show, as annoying as that is, I cannot wait till I get to shave the rest of my face tomorrow. I will be free. Tomorrow's our big GoFundMe day, if you didn't know. So I hope you'll all be here for that. Our Lady Digger will be back with us. The pleasure's all mine, yeah. Did he get rated for his delivery? I don't know. They didn't say. I'm guessing didn't get rated very. Let's read the story. Driver stops over, places the lid back on, but a single wing and some sauce were splattered on the concrete. Right. He then shoves the wing back inside and tries to kick away the scuff of sauce with his shoe. From there, the driver ambles away, licking a dollop of sauce off his fingers, according to the video. Brown told the outlet that her family never would have known one of the wings touched the ground if it weren't for the security footage. So the other evidence eluded you. So then what do you care? If you would have never known, then what does it matter? Now Brown is pushing for charges to be made to the delivery process and training. It was a box that got stuck in. What was he supposed to do? Tell all of you guys that you have to wait another 45 minutes to an hour while your order gets put back in, made again, cooked all over from start to finish on his dime? Because, again, the restaurant's not going to remake the food. It's his fault that it fell on the floor. We're not going to just remake the food because he dropped a wing on your doorstep. That's his problem. So who's paying for the food to be remade? What exactly is the change to the process? You now give up the rest of that order, or you just give up the wing? Does the driver get to keep the wing? Is that now a tip? Like, you might see this trend go the wrong way if you don't handle it properly. And the dog hair. They didn't even notice. If he can't deliver food with due care, then maybe there's something else out there for him to do. You realize he's not getting paid that much to do this. Quit being a lazy bitch and go get it yourself. Accidents effing happen. It was a simple accident. He can't deliver food with due care. He's pulling a crap ton of food out of his bag. Let's get to that, too. So if he needs to be retrained, do you guys maybe need to learn how to order a reasonable amount of food? He's got 1 box, 2 boxes, a box of... He's got how many of you are eating in this house? He has got 2 sets of wings, a pizza, and what is probably breadsticks or some sort of dessert item in box number 2. So how much food did you need? Jesus. It would have actually been cheaper to cook, to be honest. Yeah, dude, it would have been cheaper. Scruffy. Ooh, Domino's sounds decent for dinner. I got leftover Casey's pizza. I bought Casey's pizza for the fam. I bought Casey's pizza for everybody in the house, and I got myself a little order, and I did not eat a lot. That's like $20 worth of Domino's. And I don't even think it's Domino's. That's way more than $20. That's a large pizza and a couple of other things. Like, it seems like a lot. Johnny, if he's not making much to begin with, that sounds like a you problem. It's not our job to ensure that he's being paid fairly. He signed up for the job and accepted all the terms and conditions. I'm saying accidents happen, and people are flipping out over an accident. It was an accident that he had that many packages in there, and he didn't realize one of them got stuck. One of them got stuck, and it hit the ground. And you know what happened? One wing fell out. One wing fell out.
Oh, bother.
Thank you, Fettuccine El Poo-Poo. That was nicely put. So he put it back in. Again, I'm saying that's not that great a sin. Accidents happen. We can all move along. A lot of people are going to starve when other people quit feeding them. Oh, yeah, dude. If society fell today, so many people in society do not understand how to hunt, catch, and kill prey and then process those bodies and animals. So, yeah, we're going to lose a lot of people. Johnny, if he's not making... At least he didn't eat it, right? The foot scrub is great. It's because he cared. He went the extra mile. What more do you want him to do? That's all I'm asking. What more do you want him to do? It's a chicken wing, and you guys ordered a crap load of food. There better be at least 4 of you eating with that much food. Okay. Oh, we can skip this one, so this one is a story. Nope, loading ad 2 of 2. Oh, but I can skip this one too. So if this is a video story, nope, more of your world headlines thing. That's the creepiest thing ever. Did we have an actual news story at the bottom? No, we didn't. Most folks would go insane in the first 2 hours without internet access. Yeah, I'm kind of one of them. Because I have to have internet to watch everything now. As long as my DVD player works, I can make it for a while. Right now, my one of the most important people to me is only available via internet access. So if I couldn't contact her, I'd probably lose my shit. Gotta fix that. Yeah, we go the DLB Measles. Hello. Yeah, hey everybody on Rumble. Sorry, I keep forgetting to check in with that. That sounds more like $60 with a tip There is a box just for the sauces. I don't I don't know if that box was just for the sauces. He didn't bend down and lick the sauce. That would have been awesome, Wild Saffron. If he had bent down and just like lapped up the sauce on the ground, that would be a scary tale about where we are as a society, where the driver's so hungry or the food is that good. That's some good frickin' chicken. Where the fuck you even find a DVD or DVD player in 2025? Amazon. They still make DVDs and Blu-rays. But yeah, I have a lot of DVDs and a lot of Blu-rays, and so I could survive for a little while. But yeah, if I can't play video games or watch stuff, I'm going to go stir crazy pretty fast. And then I wouldn't be able to do this for money. I certainly can't hunt and trap and kill my own food. That would not go well. It'd be a difficult time. I can come over and be the most important person for a couple minutes. Nah, it's okay. I'm good. I got one from Walmart. I do technically, I think, have a few VHSs around here, but I don't own a lot of those. I just have a lot of DVDs. Digger, read a book. Oh, you don't know about me. The reading thing gets very tricky. Let's just say I preserve most of my reading skill and ability to be able to do this show. And as doing this show has proven, and it's documented, so you can go back and look time and time again, does not go well. Scruffy, right? I have so many books I need. There was time now. There was time. All right, so let's go over to this. Ladies in the audience, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but someone has conducted a study, and apparently, on average, women's farts smell worse than men's. On average, it's been the battle of the sexes has been waged, and women have been found farting. On average, humans fart up to 23 times a day, but not all of those toots are created equal. Research shows that women's gas smells worse than men's, and there's a scientific reason as to why. But the next time you catch a whiff of your wife's wind, take comfort. That stink could be a sign that they are less likely to develop Alzheimer's. So the stinkier your fart, the less likely you are to go crazy. Yeah, but I'm going to go nuts having to put up with the smell. What's worse? Back in 1998, Dr. Michael Levitt, a gastroenterologist and prolific researcher known as the King of Farts. Why would you want to be known as the King of Farts? To your light for Twilight Zone reference. Thank you. Thank you for catching the Twilight Zone reference. Oh, and that means we put in 5 to the goal now. So we're now there. And now our goal is down to $10 next Tuesday. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Balls Deep. Period farts are disgusting, says Scruffy. I don't even think it's that. It's that the Jewish doctor, if so, it makes sense. I don't know. Dr. Michael, his last name's Levitt. So play the odds. What kind of pervert conducted this study? Dr. Michael Levitt, a gastroenterologist known as the King of Farts. And to be clear, he didn't point out that it was women doing it or that theirs were worse. He wanted to find out what made them have a smell in general. He recruited 16 healthy adults with no history of gastrointestinal issues and had each of them strap on a flatulence collection system, which was essentially a rectal tube connected to a bag. Are you kidding me? After the participants chowned down on pinto beans and took a laxative, the researchers... So you made them eat pinto beans and gave them X-Lax? This just sounds like torture. Next, Levin and his colleagues ran a gas chromatographic mass spectral analysis to break down exactly what was inside those bags and also put... Oh, dude, they sniffed the samples? That's gross. 2 judges were brought in to rate each fart on a scale of 0 to 8, with 8 being very offensive. They were unaware that they were smelling human flatulence. The researchers found that the main gases responsible for the odor are sulfur-containing compounds, most notably hydrogen sulfide, the chemical behind the classic rotten egg smell. While men tended to produce larger volumes of gas, the study also found that female flatulence contained significantly higher concentration of hydrogen sulfide than that of their male peers. The judges agreed, rating women's farts as having a greater odor intensity than men's. I don't know what part of this is more disturbing to me. The fact that we've done this research, the fact that anyone thought to do this research, the way it was conducted. Oh. Imagine if they had been fed eggs. Oh. So let's get this straight. So the guys' farts are bigger, so we crop dust larger areas, but the ladies are more deadly. So they're precise and more deadly with their farts. While hydrogen sulfide is largely toxic in large amounts, or highly toxic in large amounts, small doses like those found in flatulence, hey Tag, may help protect aging brain cells against Alzheimer's disease. So hey ladies, if your farts, particularly rank, then you're gonna, you're not gonna go nuts. Matthew Q, haha, that's what you get for holding them in. I think you're missing the point, man. They might be doing you a service. It turns out that's not what you get for holding them in. Holding them in is why you're still alive. You could be dead right now. Liver paste and hard-boiled eggs. Why? Do you hate them? Do you hate... I feel like even the scientists were like, well, we're not that sadistic. Who's the pervert? The doctor who studied this? I'll be honest. These were consenting adults. Nobody made them stick a tube up their ass. They chose to. Good God. I don't think it works that way, Mr. Q. I don't think you can fart people into having functional memory. This does tell me, though, that technically Digger doesn't have any stinky farts. She can't possibly have smelly farts. She's going to go crazy. Oh, so you just typed that line twice. Okay. Fart science. Yeah, dude, I didn't mentally ready myself for learning that there's studies into fecal science. That was really difficult to do. I accidentally closed that one. I do have one left, though. We'll pull up some pictures of this. The Christmas season is upon us, and we got one for you that's awfully interesting. Go bye-bye. Open image, a new tab. Put it over there. Oh, I grabbed the wrong tab. Oh, it's because you keep trying to play the stupid fucking ads and top news headlines. I don't want your top news headlines or your ads, you dicks. Oh, these are both the same thing. And image in new tab. Bye-bye. Okay, so they do fecal transplants now. Gives a whole new meaning to eating shit. Yeah, dude, that's gross as hell too. But thank you for that, Mr. Q. I foresee this study being the reason for a new perfume cologne. Adieu. God, I hope not. If it's a belch, is it a belch if you fart while butt breathing? Red Scooper, I don't know if they were butt breathing afterwards. And Wild Saffron, I feel like Lab Glass would be the one to ask. Wild Saffron saying only women who swallow have stinky farts. I don't think that's how it works. Digger saying, telling Red Scooper that's what I think. It's because we hold them. They ferment inside us until nighttime in our sleep. So let me get this straight, Digger. You think while you're asleep, you're just blasting ass. So that's what I get to look forward to is like, we're going to go to bed. I'm going to climb under the covers and I'm just going to get Dutch ovened all night long. And not any Dutch oven. A high-end, more potent Dutch oven. Because this baby's been fermenting. Like, we've been building up. Dear Lord, that's Canadian heat, Johnny. It gets cold up there. I didn't know that. Thank you for that information, Arch Magnus Tim. I didn't know that was Canadian heat. I'm going to have to work on getting me some Canadian heat. It'll be worth it. Oh, God. I have another story to get to. I just don't know a good way to transition from women's farts are stinkier and the women are going, it's because we hold them. And like, the worst part is I actually came out to Mr. Q and I went, no, dude, come on. It's not because they hold them. And then Digger's like, no, I think it's because we hold them. Did she pass the smell test? The jokes write themselves. They do. The people who make Febreze founded the study. Thank you for that information. They'll have to make a whole line of anal suppositories to help your butt flatulence smell better now. They're called butt mints. Get yourself some butt mints. Do it today. Good God. I feel like this is a good time to remind you. Last week of the sponsorship of our amazing sponsor, Lab Glass's butt breathing classes. Lab Glass's butt breathing classes. When you want to learn to breathe through your ass, and you know plenty of people learn to talk out of it, you can go to Lab Glass. No one better to teach you to breathe through your butt than Lab Glass at Lab Glass's butt breathing classes. Lab Glass's butt breathing classes. It's a breath of fresh ass. All right, there we go. Wild Saffron. What? Now you know Victoria's real secret. Yeah, Victoria's real secret is that she's killing the plants after every photo shoot because she's crop dusting the frickin' fern and the and whatever else, the cactus, and it's just not working. It's not working. Rob Holler, free buttmans with a butthole bleaching. Then everything's clean. It would be easy for Digger to Dutch oven Johnny. He can't escape very easily. That's right, Riding Dirty Llama, and thank you for sharing that information, because if she didn't have it before, she certainly does now. All right, thank you so much. So you guys want to... It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and a Christmas tree farm is apparently getting ripped for selling horrifically spray-painted furs. Do you think these are horrifically spray-painted fir trees? I wouldn't say horrifically. They are pretty bad. That's pretty grotesque. Get yourself some flavored dude wipes. Your butt will smell of pumpkin spice. Do they make flavored dude wipes? I really hope not. They are like lightly vanilla scented though, if I remember correctly. I'm a fan. I support dude wipes. Dude wipes are amazing. They are not flushable though. Don't believe when anyone tells you that says they're flushable. So yes, all right. So yes, Christmas Tree Farm spray painted their furs. I'm more impressed that you did this with spray paint. It's named Whack-Offs. WYCK offs. Whack-Offs. I didn't write this. Whack-Offs Christmas Tree Farm. Why? Why is it called? Just get a different name. Whack-Off's Christmas Tree Farm in New Jersey had Christmas Grinches saying, dubbed New Jersey's original colored tree farm, the White Township Fur Trader offers trees in 9 different colors: pink, purple, dark blue, light blue, turquoise, magenta, red, black, per the site. You're sure to find what color you want for your family tree, wrote Whack-Offs. These trees, again, the Whack-Offs Tree Farm. Whack-Offs Tree Farm. Don't ask us what we did to the trees. These trees are while supplies last and are first come, first serve. I don't think you have a whole lot of people jumping at the bit to get these trees, man. I'm just saying. The purple ones do look kind of cool, says Wild Saffron. I've never seen them spray paint. I've never seen spray painted trees. Flocking, yes, but not paint. Yeah, dude, I've never heard of this either. But apparently Whack-Off's Tree Farm has all you need for painted trees. Accompanying photos show the not-so-evergreens, which are vibrantly hued like the wig display at a punk shop in the East Village. All right, someone was very opinionated on this. Whack-Offs, which reportedly has been slinging holiday furs since 1958, uses real trees grown on their 65-acre plot. The spruce seller then colors them with a fireproof latex-based paint that's specifically formulated for Christmas trees. The dyeing process was brought to light in a recent video from NJ.com, which shows workers in protective garb spraying trees different colors. Oh, hey. And at Whack-Offs, you can get red, white, and blue trees. Who the needs a 4th of July Christmas tree? Whack-Off's been whacking off too much and lost his fucking mind. Where's the black one? This place is racist, says Rob Holler. Right, I didn't hear about black trees. You dicks. Actually, let's go back up over the list of the colors. They offer red and black. You can get a black Christmas tree. They're just not shown in the pictures in the article. So they do offer a black Christmas tree. Oh, and actually, let's go back. The black one's right there. The black one's right there. It's right there. Why would you want a black Christmas tree? Just they're supposed to be green. I buy Kwanzaa melons for my melanated friends. Well, I mean, hey, the point is you care. How about no sprayed trees? The fumes it gives off and maybe fire hazard. Well, supposedly this stuff is fireproof. Most latexes are fireproof to a degree, says Brian. It's latex-based paint. It's fireproof and supposedly specially formulated for the Christmas trees. My question is, will it kill your pets if they start trying to lick it off the tree? What if the black Christmas tree sets on fire? Does the smoke alarm detect it? Yes, St. Caesar. Smoke alarms don't work based on whether or not the subject of the production of smoke was black. The racial stereotype you tried and failed to make was that would have been... Your joke would have been better if you have a black Christmas tree, can it hear the smoke alarm chirp? And even then it would have sucked. But thanks for trying. Kwanzaa is a holiday made by a supremacist in California. Everybody gets holidays now, apparently. I don't know. What do you want from me? I don't control these things. I'm just letting you know about Whack-Off's trees. When you get a tree at Whack-Off's, you go get a bottle of Smirnoff. So you have Whack-Off's and Smirnoff. Whack-Off, Smirnoff. As opposed to Yak-Off. Fucking don't explain the joke. Anyways, let's clear that out. Call that a day. I've got a few stories left. I am just not feeling great. So we might end a half hour early here. I kind of need to go sit on my futon. Have my legs up and folded for a while. I'll feel a lot better then. The chirp would be installed in the tree, says Riding Dirty Llama. Well, now nobody's going to hear it. Red Scooper, the black Christmas trees are obviously in blackface. Yeah, that's what I was saying. The black one is for Rolling Stones fans. Paint it black. I see a green tree and I want it painted black. Whack Off's Tree Farm. You'll be satisfied. Well, that's an idea. I like multicolored trees, but that's normally only with the small stuff I smoke, not the stuff I put up for Christmas, says QZ Man. Yeah, I don't know who is painting these trees. What? Come on, just play it. You'll play what? The hell are you talking about? I don't know where he is. Oh. Yeah, no. My song. Yeah, no. I don't really go out and play other songs, and it's a Steel Toe parody. I'm not super duper stoked to do that. I don't like doing Steel Toe stuff on my show. I already work with the Steel Toe show and the crossover that causes. I'm like, hey, that's part of doing business, but I don't want to get deeper into that world. But thank you for that, Ray DeVito, the Gummy Smoker. Seems like that's not a actual Ray DeVito account. What would you know? Anyways, we have about 40 minutes left in the program. I am really not feeling well today. So, painting happy little trees. I don't think that's what he meant when he said painting happy little trees. I think he meant like on a canvas, not the actual trees themselves. Oh, well, fair enough. Yeah, well, I appreciate that you can take that well. Thank you for that. Is the black tree the same price as the others? Obviously not, Rob Holler. Obviously, the black tree is only 3/5. Oh. Oh. Anyways. Brian, 3/5? Too much. For what? The black tree or for the joke? Who did too much? Me too much or the amount too much? St. Caesar, go sleep. Johnny will be here. Oh, I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to sit and be in pain. I feel like that part's pretty obvious. I've got way more than 40 minutes worth of content. I can push myself to do another 40 minutes. I'm not going to do the extra half hour part because, again, I feel a bit shit and I kind of want to sit in a comfy position in a comfy place. I prefer Tree Fitty. We didn't wear hazmat gear when I flocked trees, says Pab at Fargo. Right, the needing to wear like chemical suits to avoid this stuff getting on you is what does worry me. So it's okay for me to put the Christmas tree up in the house and to have the kid playing around it and the animals playing around it. But when you guys were painting this shit, you couldn't risk it getting on your skin. I thought it was a 40. Just for the black one? Now that's a deal. Now now we're going to be bringing black trees into fashion. Although it is first come, first serve, so even if they charge less, there's only a limited amount. At a certain point, they'll be out of black trees, and it'll be nothing but the... Oh, what about the red, white, and blue one, though? Do you pay more money for the because I'm proud to be an American on every holiday, and I don't care if people think the 4th of July is kind of fucking gay. Like, I mean, what happens if you get the red, white, and blue tree and everybody hates it? What happens if you get the red, white, and blue tree and you're Canadian? It's the solvent that's hazardous. Once it cures, you're fine, says Brian. Well then, Once it cures, we're fine. Assume it's toxic and no one will die. Get it? Die. Thank you. Thank you, Ryan Dirty Llama. I do get it, and that is funny. Let's go ahead and grab our third hour stories here. We talked about world record holder Canada in the euthanizing your people in 1 year department. We do have a couple of other. Oh, why the hell? Oh, one of my stories must have grabbed the link and I forgot. All right, we have a balloon Christmas tree. I suppose we could do that. And then we've got an art thing that's pretty effed up. If we get through all those the next half hour, that'll be pretty impressive. So let's go to this. Why did I load that story twice? All right, whatever. Alrighty. So for our first story, there's apparently somebody who swam around the entire island of Manhattan. A man by the name of Michael Monroe, and he did it wearing handcuffs. And he did this in September. I didn't hear about this until recently. And I guess he put his life in danger, but he completed it. He earned 2 Guinness World Records at the time. And I've always said, if you're doing something that you could end up, like, costing you your life to get the world record, like, I have more respect for that. The people that just go to get records, though, that's very annoying. Oh, wait, ad 2 of 2. 2 of 2. Of course there's 2 ads. Because you're lame and you're gay. So as soon as this ad gets over, 4:23 Eastern time, says Arch Magnus. I mean, I can kind of do a 420 burn with you. A little bit. I got the oney here.
For the furthest distance swim wearing handcuffs, and you're going to be the first person to swim around Manhattan Island wearing handcuffs. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Let's get you cuffed up.
Why is he white? Is it so they can find him? Why is he covered in this white shit? It was September. Did he need that much sunblock? Does he have a skin condition? He's literally eroding into the water. I'm worried the music's going to get me popped. I want to hold the record for highest amount of racism. I believe in you. That's exactly the reason, also, to protect from the sun. So I don't know when we're, as a society, going to need this skill, but this guy has demonstrated that when it comes to swimming in handcuffs, he is the best. He's just bobbing up and down. It's reminding me of fucking, God damn it. It's reminding me of that Big Bang Theory show. Just bazinga. 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 So what was the life-threatening part? I was waiting for like a bear or a shark or an octopus. What was the life-threatening part?
Oh, an expert.
There you go.
He's done this before.
Nah.
Okay.
All right, man.
Thank you so much.
Let's see him. Let's see him.
Okay. What was the life-threatening part?
All I can say is that I'm sorry.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. No, don't play an ad. I was hitting pause. Dear Lord. September 9th, jumped off the southern tip of Manhattan. Didn't emerge until it swam up the East River through Harlem, down the Hudson to complete the famed formidable 28.5-mile loop. 2 Guinness World Records. What was the dangerous part? I have no information. Moreau's motivation wasn't, it was a particular nautical nature, part unfinished business. Started seeing these stories about people not giving up on the opportunity to really test the limits. Good for you, born to swim. What's the dangerous part? His hands were cuffed. He seemed like he was fine. Arch Magnus saying, nah, don't count. He needs to be cuffed behind the back. Arch Magnus, he needs to swim with porpoise. You see, he said, he said porpoise. He needs to swim with porpoise. QZ man, I agree. It's chemical. What? Give him a break. Maybe he's an albino, says QZ man. To keep his skin from getting cooties in the filthy water, says Wild Saffron. Oh. I suppose. The polluted waters. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure the waters are pretty bad. Pantsuits are to protect your clothes. Paintsuits are to protect your clothes. I don't know. I don't know why the white stuff was there. But how is a swimmer in their head? I don't know. I don't want to know anymore. I don't want to dig through this article. You said that there was a dangerous part. I was looking for it. Did not see it.
You can't go out there. You'll never make it. But I reckon I got to. I'm 45. It's time to scream for cold.
Dear Lord. Anyways, we have about a half hour left in the program. We'll see. I'm getting. It would have been funny if, while he was handcuffed, you have a weird definition of funny, QZ man. Dolphin just swimming up. That would have been funny though, if he's like swimming and then the dolphins are bobbing up and down next to him, and then we had like that would have been entertaining. I don't think I want it to go as far as you did, but I get what you're saying. It could have been a little humorous. Good Lord. Oh, I guess the illegals are swimming. No. It's just that the water's that bad. It's just that the water is that bad. All right, we have a couple of other things. That guy got 2 Guinness World Records for doing that. I'll say this, I've never ever swam 28.5 miles, so more power to him. Oh, I am not feeling awesome. I'm not feeling awesome. Okay, 30 minutes left. Let's see what 30 minutes left. We've got a I don't know if I want to do that. We got stories. Oh, we have the balloon Christmas tree thing, don't we? Yes. British hotel hosts a Christmas tree made from 100,000 balloons. This is crazy. We'll go to the Instagram story for this. So, this is the British Christmas tree. I'll say this. I'm going to just say it now. Balloon Christmas tree, infinitely more impressive than spray-painted Christmas tree. And I kind of want to pop the crap out of it. Like, just start throwing darts. Just start throwing darts, my friend. Just. Why are we serving food? I don't care. Oh, we got a video of the lighting of the balloon Christmas tree. And any minute now. Or nope, it's just everyone lighting up their screens. This is gay. And there's no audio. Oh, there it's lit. Hey, hooray. I don't know. It's a better Christmas. Like I said, better than the spray painted Christmas tree. It just looks like a pile of balloons, honestly. It doesn't look that much like a Christmas tree. It looks like a pile of balloons. Honestly, the green ones, the way they're grouped together, look more like grapes. And I'm not wrong. See, they look like grapes. I want to pop them all so bad. I just want to body slam that Christmas tree. Someone get Kiefer Sutherland drunk next to that Christmas tree. So you're doing a balloon themed Christmas? How do you move the sleigh if it's all balloons? I've got questions. All right, whatever. British and their ship in a bottle technology, says Archmagus Tim. They definitely had to use it. Oh, definitely not cat-proof balloon tree. Right, dude? I'd love to see my cat. I'd like to let my cats loose on that tree and just listen to the pop, 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 because that's what's going to happen. Little tiny claws from Little Tiny Paws going to bust a whole bunch of balloons. A whole shitload of balloons. I am fucking fading fast. I gotta get out of this chair. Alrighty. We have 2 stories left. I'm gonna finish up those. We're supposed to go for another half hour. I was gonna try and keep going. We had so much momentum going in the beginning, and now it's all kind of ground to a halt. People have faded off. I suppose it is later in the day. We do have our big GoFundMe show tomorrow with me and Digger, so that'll still definitely be happening. She's been resting up today for it. I'm going to have to do a little resting up myself to do it. So let's get to this one quick. Wisconsin is tired of feeling like they're not special, so they now have supposedly discovered a trove of ancient canoes underwater in a, quote, parking lot of sorts, including one that predates the pyramids of Giza. The Wisconsin Historical Society announced this month that the experts have identified 14 canoes in Madison Lake's Mendota so far, 6 of which were found this spring. The WHS worked with First Nations of Wisconsin during the research process, and release noted. Right. Where are the, let's open these pictures in new tab so we could share these with the people. Boom. Boom. And boom. Let's grab that, and then we can get you over here. Rob Holler, back to butthole talk. Well, I mean, like, we do a lot of butthole talk over here. I would like to not have it all be butthole talk. I don't know. I guess I found this interesting. I guess nobody else really cares. The cache is rare in the Midwest, as such discoveries are more common in the Southeast. This is the only cache of canoes so far that has been discovered in Wisconsin. So wait a minute. They were all sunk. That doesn't sound like they were very effective. You're finding all these boats underwater. That doesn't sound... Look at... Oh, well, they were buried upside down with rocks on them. It's interesting. So there was a rock on it. Then it could have... The WHS said the canoes were made of red or white oak. Curious choices, as they tend to be water absorbent. See, I told you they sucked. Speculated that the builders may have intentionally selected these trees that were damaged, or may have damaged them on purpose to impact their growth cycle. They may have been taking place. Archaeology. So you're what? They damaged the trees so they didn't? Constructed of red oak, it is now the oldest dugout canoe recorded in the Great Lakes region and the oldest in eastern North America. So what does damaging the trees do? How does that bioengineer a different tree? Bill Quickenbush, a tribal historic prevention officer, said that the Ho-Chunk Nation, let me guess, they're like bitches and fat people. The Ho-Chunk Nation said that the project gives us a meaningful opportunity to gain deeper perspective into our heritage and our ancestors. Well, good for you, Wisconsin. You found a bunch of wooden boats that apparently don't float. Hooray? I don't know what... Again, these ancient canoes, they're so ancient, they're on the bottom of the ocean. ancient genetic engineering, says First Earth Jedi. I don't know, like it changed because they're water absorbent trees. Did it make them less water absorbent? It's just the only question I have. They ended up taking like one of the boats out of the water. The rest of them they left there. So you guys can go see them yourselves. They're just sitting right there. The world's oldest canoes underwater where they've been left. It's weird, though, that over all that time they never got broken down. So maybe they had a point. Freud was right. I got like one more story that I can do in me, and then I'm gonna end early and rest up for tomorrow. Not feeling the greatest, so I think that will be a beneficial move for me. I apologize. But yeah, we have this one last one we'll get to, and then we'll end a little bit before 4 o'clock. And we will be back tomorrow doing a full 3.5 hour program with me and Digger doing the whole fun day thing. The studio sponsor will be up for grabs. It'll all be great. So we hope you'll join us then. Now, next you're going to tell me that it was the Black Vikings from Sweden. No, I don't. It lives next to the Slapaho tribe. So the Ho-Chunk tribe lives next to the Slapaho tribe. So does the Slapaho tribe slap the Ho-Chunk tribe? And they both live upriver from the Savaho tribe. The Savaho tribe. You really wish they'd learn. We've all belonged to the Savaho tribe once in our lives, haven't we? As guys that date women, we've all belonged to the Savaho tribe once. I feel like if you're a red-blooded man and you haven't once thought I can save that hoe, then you're not a man. Anyway, not that you have to try. You have to actually try to save the hoe. I'm saying that the instinct to save the hoe, that is male nature. Oh, dear Lord.
Winters here in Minnesota, and nothing handles our...
Fuck off. All right, so we've got one last video for you guys. Miami has decided that they wanted to have an art expo. And so one crazy person at this art expo thought, what's creepier than robotic dogs? And, I'd say not much. But unfortunately, this guy figured out the answer to what is creepier than robotic dogs. And that's robotic dogs.
Yes, that is a robot dog with Mark Zuckerberg's head. And yes,
with billionaires' heads.
Being a printed image.
All right, wait a minute.
Known as
Hold on.
People created the robots called...
Wait, the robots are crapping printed images? What are the images of?
Regular animals featured at Art Basel's 010 space, an exhibit of digital art during Miami Art Week.
They're constantly taking pictures and sort of like reinterpreting the world through the lens of these different sort of like characters. They're sort of taking the prints and sort of like reinterpreting the world through the eyes of sort of like Andy Warhol, it looked, as how Picasso saw it. And Elon and Zuckerberg are another sort of characters in this, and we're increasingly seeing the world through the lens of how they would like us to.
All right, so it's just robotic dogs with human heads. I thought they were all like billionaires and stuff, because I say like Andy Warhol's not a billionaire.
Because they control these very powerful algorithms, and they have
Wait, Zuckerberg one looks more real than Zuckerberg. I'm going to say this.
We see the world in many ways.
Elon Musk looks ridiculously
the
real.
Will continue to function, but they will only take pictures and sort of like develop these memories. And the
Digger's simply asking, why? I don't know. Because this guy wanted to be in an art exhibit. It wasn't cheap. Those are expensive robot dogs.
Memories will be logged on the sort of blockchain, because I think that's a great use for this technology. But they will only be doing that for 3 years. And so the idea there is to, again, look at them more like animals that have a finite sort of like lifespan.
And the exhibit created quite a bit of buzz.
They're not animals with a finite lifespan. They're robotic dogs that you could keep running for as long as you want.
Says the robot sold out within an hour of opening.
I find them kind of charming.
Wait a minute. the robots sold out within. So you're selling these? You're selling them. And so you buy a robot dog with a famous person's head on it so it can crap out pictures for 3 years?
Cute, which I wasn't expecting. I saw the Mark Zuckerberg one and the Picasso one go up and almost boop noses, and that made me laugh. Yeah.
I think it's brilliant, and I think it's, I'm happy to see it. And for me, it elicited a lot of laughter.
The reaction's been pretty good. It's been pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely been, I think it's something where it's very hard for you to just like see this and walk past and be like, okay, yeah, I've seen that. It's like, okay, come on, you've not seen that. But I think it is something you will see more. It's called regular animals because in the future, these will be regular animals. And I'm always trying to make art, not for now, but for the future.
So wait a minute. In the future, the robot dogs are going to have people faces? Why will we be putting people faces on the robot dogs? Are they going to be the friends and families of loved ones we've lost to make us stop and pause for a moment when our robot overlords come to get us? Why are there people faces on the robot dogs? Andy Warhol is a paid CIA asset that was there to help take out the communists. Oh. QZ Man, did it poop? It poops pictures. Well, it's Avron. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a hoe by the toe. If she hollers, don't let her go. Save that hoe. I mean, it's not the worst idea I've heard. Oh, there's like a second left. Yeah, dude, Dude, is it me or does Elon Musk kind of look like, shit. Mike Myers. The Elon Musk face kind of looks like, is that Elon Musk or Mike Myers? You tell me. I could be convinced either way. I'd have to hear it talk. I'd have to hear it talk. And guess who bought them all? The people who they made the faces of. I mean, that's not a bad way to go. I don't want somebody having my dog with my face on it. I might buy it out so that way I get it. On the next Billionaire Robot Wars. Yeah, dude, let's arm these guys with flamethrowers, knives, and let's have them fight it out. Not just strapped to a printer and they crap out photos. That's probably the creepiest part to me, is the crapping out Polaroids. Can we put Johnny's head on one and disable the hind legs? Why? Well, then we could make it work. Why would we disable the hind legs? So horrible. So horrible. Epic mech battles of history? I don't think so. Where is Bernie Sanders and Kamala? I don't think they made the cut in this particular list. I don't think they made the cut. I don't think Donald Trump was here either. Honestly, I think he tried to avoid anyone that was too politically aligned. Because if you had Donald Trump ones, people would hate the Donald Trump dog. People would hate the Trump dog. Although, we don't know. I didn't see a Donald Trump dog. So, anything could have happened. Alrighty. Okay, right and dirty llama. That is one theory. I don't even know that I want to read it aloud. I wonder if there's a Netanyahu one. I'd buy it just so I could watch it starve and die. What is wrong with you? All right, so I don't feel great about doing this, but I'm kind of not feeling super duper awesome, and I've had very little sleep. So I want to go sit in a comfy chair. I was really hoping the time would keep flying the way it was and we'd just plow through this, but it's ground to a halt for me, and I am feeling just dog-ass.
Fuck off.
No. So anyway, I want an Abe Lincoln one. Ooh, Abe Lincoln would be good. I'd love one that's either Abe Lincoln. I'd also accept Charlie Sheen, Nicolas Cage, Famika Jensen, just to put a female on the list. I'll be honest. Kiefer Sutherland, but only if he humps things. Donald Sutherland. Also acceptable. Cowboys versus Lions tonight, says Rob Holler. Well, who are you hoping for? I don't have a horse in that race, so best of luck to whichever team you want. Make a Keanu Reeves one. Yeah, dude, make a Keanu Reeves one, and then someone tries to kill it, and it has to avenge itself. John Wikipedia. Oh, I feel bad. I feel bad for the John Wikipedia joke. I should not be forgiven for the John Wikipedia joke. But yeah, we're going to get out of here a little early. I had said I was going to go till 4. We're going to end a little, like 10 minutes early. I'm just not feeling well. I didn't get a lot of sleep. I've had a lot of muscle spasm issues, and those muscle spasm issues don't do well sitting in this chair. So I'm going to get out from behind this desk for a little bit, and we'll be back for tomorrow. Tomorrow is the big, happy, crazy GoFundMe day where we do all the fun stuff. So we'll be here doing that tomorrow. Hopefully you'll all be here for that. We get the goal moved forward. The studio sponsorship will be up for grabs. So we hope you guys come out tomorrow to enjoy all that funness. Thank you for the massive amount of support we had today at the beginning of the show. That was crazy. It was awesome, and I appreciate it very, very much. Digger and I will be back tomorrow. I'll put in my contact lenses, the whole jazz, and we'll have ourselves a merry little weekend. I hope you guys have been having a great time on the show. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you tomorrow. And next week, of course, already into that. So the goal will hopefully be banged out for that by the time we start. And Digger tomorrow. I think I've gone over everything enough, a-hole. Have we? We have. All right. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you so much. Toodles. Helps if you hit the button.
Hey world, what should we do? All the jokes have become the news.